Idubbbz has fallen a lot recently, but this last fall, he might not be able to get up from. Someone get this man a life alert, stat! What up, clown crew, this is the Dean. So Idubbbz just dropped a video in which he admitted to losing $250,000 on the most recent Creator Clash event. Not only was the event unprofitable as a whole, but none of the charities that were supported by any of the fighters who participated will be getting any money from the event. Idubbbz explains the financial loss in his most recent video, which has the same self-pitying tone as most of his recent content has. Real quick, I want to answer a question that one of my viewers had in the comments. He was wondering where I got this aviation footage from and whether it was from a video game or from real life. It is 100% real. I've been a pilot for about 7 years and I filmed a lot of my flying with a GoPro that I wear around my head. So let me know if you like this content and if you want to see more aviation specific related content. Thank you very much for viewing, and now let's jump right on in. Idubbbz was drunk on the success of the first Creator Clash, and because of that, he decided to go big on everything for the second iteration of this event. A larger venue, more fighters, hotels just for the participants and their guests. All of these were things that Idubbbz paid for. All of these costs Idubbbz hoped would be offset by pay-per-view purchases. But LimeWire and Napster arose from their graves and came back to strike Creator Clash 2 with a vengeance. Out of an alleged 1.3 to 3 million views of the event, there were only 50,000 pay-per-view tickets purchased. Let's do some quick maths. 1.67%. Only 1.67% of everybody who viewed Creator Clash actually bought a ticket. I am proud to say that I have better community engagement than Idubbbz does, because at least 4.6% of the views that came from my last video about him were from my subscribers. By the way, I want to thank each and every one of you who is viewing this video, and if you find positive value in it, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing. It really makes a big difference, and let's get this video to have better community engagement than Creator Clash 2 had. Mr. Jaha compared the 50,000 views he got for Creator Clash 2 to the 100,000 views that he got for Creator Clash 1. That event must be radioactive, because that's one hell of a half-life. One thing that particularly irked me about this video was that Idubbbz, in an attempt to misdirect the blame from himself, stated that Creator Clash was not like a regular business. What the absolute frick? Of course it is a regular business. It's a non-profit, but that is still a legitimate business. Idubbbz should go and volunteer at the Humane Society for a while so he can learn how a quote-unquote not a real business actually runs. He would probably be really good at that job considering how much experience he has working with dogs. Idubbbz also apparently thought that success would be the event not getting swatted or blown up. He stated that he was just happy that there was not a bomb threat. I wonder who he could be referring to with that statement. I do agree with Idubbbz that he was very foolish in his management of Creator Clash 2. He stated that he did not want Creator Clash 2 to be any more complicated than the original one, but how is something that's twice as big with significantly more participants going to be less complicated? Idubbbz also admits that he underpaid his fighters by providing them with only $20,000 worth of a stipend, which he claims is the low end of the range that a fighter should be getting. One of the most heated points of controversy that went on with the whole Froggy Fresh debacle was that Froggy was only paid this meager $20,000 stipend for 9 months of hard labor, only to be booted from the event at the last minute. Idubbbz clearly admits that he gave his fighters a raw deal because the opportunity cost of them having to lose out on their main creative endeavors was not worth $20,000. That comes straight from the horse's mouth. I also find it funny how Idubbbz justified purchasing a hotel for the competitors because he wanted them to, quote, process their trauma after the fight. Processing trauma? Boy, that's called camaraderie. Now get out of that landing craft and storm that hill. Now, now, now! Promoting camaraderie is a really good thing, but I would be more worried about having a hotel for your creators so they could be under medical observation after, I don't know, they just got the shit beaten out of their heads. But Either way, the event lost money and no one's getting paid, so you win some, you lose some. Actually, you lose them all, Idubbbz. 2-0 in your professional boxing career, and you lost your event money? Time to hit the showers, bro. Back to the drawing board, man, because clearly none of this is working out. Now, you might be saying that I'm sounding a little bit heated and agitated right now, and that's 100% true. I normally try not to be hateful or try to spread negativity, but this was an utter failure on behalf of Idubbbz and the whole Creator Clash team. Idubbbz failed the primary objective of his enterprise, which was to gather and donate money to charity. He made himself and all of his fighters look bad. It's one thing to lose $250,000 of your own money, but think of how bad all your fighters look. Harley can't go to his charity and give them the money that he promised them. Chris Raygun has absolutely nothing to show for him getting beat up by someone who's half a foot taller and 20 pounds heavier than he was. In addition, all of the bluster about Sam Hyde and Froggy Fresh was for nothing. It makes a lot of sense now why Idubbbz was threatening to sue Froggy Fresh over the $20,000 stipend that he gave them. I called it. Back in early April, I called that Idubbbz and Anisa must be in terrible financial trouble if they're willing to take someone to court over $20,000. I hoped that it wasn't true, but now my worst fears have been realized. I think I'm finally starting to realize why Idubbbz has made so many videos recently in which he seems to be just utterly broken and pitiful. If this has been weighing on his mind, I truly empathize with him despite all what I have said, but he has to atone for this blame, and this suffering is a result of his own mistakes. Idubbbz has had to learn the hard way that getting money from ad revenue on YouTube videos is not the same as getting money from subscriptions or pay-per-view services. While Creator Clash was happening, Sam Hyde and his crew were running Fish Tank, which was a 24/7 live stream reality TV show that went on for a month and a half. Sam and his crew faced many of the same challenges that Idubbbz did. At one point, I believe they were $300,000 in the hole, and they had to shut down fishtank.live and stream the show on YouTube until they could get it back up. They were also swatted right at the start of the event, and the show on numerous occasions looked like it would not be able to survive. However, it not only survived, but thrived due to the quality and loyalty of their fan base. Idubbbz had to learn the hard way that quality always wins over quantity. He should honestly end the beef with Sam Hyde and take a page out of his own book and learn that encouraging fans to clip streams to increase engagement and drive them to your own site and not some YouTube page is the way to succeed as an online creator. Everyone, including myself, was lamenting that Froggy Fresh missed out on an opportunity of a lifetime by being banned from Creator Clash. However, it now appears that he was in fact the lucky one and will not have his reputation sullied by the failure of Idubbbz, Anisa, and the Creator Clash team. Overall, I think Idubbbz's career is in a very dangerous spot. He has uploaded only very sparsely over the past couple of years. I truly feel pity for Idubbbz. Not only does he have to live with a wife who has literally emasculated him, but the project that he has poured his heart and soul into over the past several years has failed. 9 of the last 16 videos on Idubbbz's main channel are about Creator Clash. One additional video was from Idubbbz's apparently failed podcast featuring Airsoft Fatty. As many of you know, Airsoft Fatty has publicly stated that Idubbbz has abandoned him at his lowest point and hasn't been able to pay him what he promised. As such, he has gone over to Sam Hyde's camp and has further shown that Idubbbz has failed in providing for the people who relied on him. Talks are underway for Idubbbz to sell Creator Clash to somebody who can manage it properly, but it is up in the air whether Idubbbz will be able to pull himself out of this ditch. Thank you to everyone who has made it this far. I hope that you appreciate my swiftness in creating this content, and I really do want to thank you for giving me your support. If you would like to, please like and subscribe, and let me know what your thoughts are on this event. I hope that you have a great day, and take care in all that you do. Until next time.